Over the course of my time with Fortnite, I have been talking a lot about different weapons and what I personally believe should always be a staple in Fortnite. That's what we're going to be talking about today, because I, for example, always have talked about the Chrome Splash. I always think the Chrome Splash should be available for every single player to use in Fortnite. We're going to be going through everything that I believe should be in Fortnite all the time, every season. I'd love to know what you guys think about it afterwards, down below in the comments. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. So most things that I do want to talk about is, of course, very specific items, but I want to start with something very vague, and this was something I almost didn't include, but I was like, hey, you know what, we're talking about this type of thing anyways, why not just talk about, why not just touch on it, right? So what I want to touch on is the way I would personally handle a shotgun meta. So these three weapons that I have right now equipped are the tactical shotgun, the thunder shotgun, and the dub. These aren't necessarily guns that I believe should always be in the game, but this is how I believe a shotgun meta should be. You have your typical auto-ish shotgun, spammy, the tactical shotgun, auto shotgun, whatever you want it to be, the drum shotgun even, I'm okay with that personally. You have a pump type shotgun, that being the thunder shotgun that I have right now. Could be the pump shotgun, could be the lever action. You get the point, something along those lines. And then what I really believe you should have is a close up shotgun, something to really diversify the fight, so you never know which shotgun you're going up against. You could be going up against somebody who you think you have a pump shotgun, then bang, all of a sudden the dub is in your face. So I think you should have a spammy shotgun, a pumpy shotgun, and you should have a super close range shotgun. If it was up to me, I would choose the Dragon's Breath shotgun, because that definitely has a nice gimmick to it. The dub does as well, and something that I've been a little bit undecided on, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards. So I think these three should be staples in the loot pool all the time, but if it were up to me, I would also add a rangy shotgun, for example, the heavy shotgun, the new and improved heavy shotgun I'm talking about, or the Ranger shotgun, that being my favorite shotgun of all time. So that's how I personally would handle shotgun metas, and you can cycle between those, you can make brand new shotguns. That's just what I think should be in the game when it comes to shotguns. But let's talk about specifics. Guys, the first actual thing, item, weapon I believe should always be in the game in Fortnite is the Shockwave Hammer. Guys, think back to Chapter 4 Season 1. What made your Chapter 4 Season 1? What made it special? Of course, it was the Shockwave Hammer. Now, this thing is not overpowered. I would be up for a reduction in the time to recharge or a reduction in bounces. I would be okay with that, but how much fun have you had with this thing? How many times, and it's not overpowered, by the way, at all. It can be a little bit annoying when people bouncing away, but again, I believe 3 bounces is very balanced. This was an item that nobody really got tired of unless you were fighting against it, but if you were using it, you were having an absolute blast. This thing does a lot of damage. It's a nice melee weapon. I think melee weapons should also be part of the loot pool, and honestly, guys, how many times have you gotten yourself killed trying to smack somebody with this thing? It's not that good, the melee part. So it's a very balanced item. It's a very fun item. It really made the majority of Chapter 4 Season 1 for a lot of people, and I think this should be a staple in the Fortnite loot pool. Next up, guys, the item that I believe should also always be in a Fortnite loot pool is, of course, the rocket launcher, the OG rocket launcher. Now, I will be up for having a green to blue rarity rocket launcher. I'm okay with the idea of not having a gold rocket launcher or a purple rocket launcher. I can understand those do an absurd amount of damage, but then again, it's a rocket launcher, but they are really easy to hit. But that's not the reason. It's not the reason why I want these rocket launchers in the game. It's not the damage. It's not the kills that I can get. Think back to OG Fortnite. What was the fun that you had playing this game? It was rocket riding. I believe rocket riding should forever be something you should be able to do in this game. Rocket launchers allow you to do that. Will it happen often? No, it won't, but it will always be an option for you. Plus, it's an item that you'll always be down to pick up, am I right? And rocket launchers are just fun to explode people with. I believe rocket launchers should be staples in the Fortnite loot pool. Now, guys, you're gonna hate me for this one, but I also believe the heavy sniper should be a staple in a Fortnite loot pool. It is a heavy-hitting sniper that takes forever to reload, and anybody who gets upset at it is just butthurt that they can't snipe anybody, and they are getting hit. The snipers nowadays are garbage. Nobody likes them, not even the people really using them. The bullet drop is ridiculous. The heavy sniper was snipers at its absolute perfection. It was a heavy sniper that one-shotted walls, it one-shotted opponents, it rewarded good accuracy, it was a heavy sniper rifle and really lived up to the name. Next up, guys, you might have been able to see this one coming, but I also believe the flintlock pistol should never be vaulted from Fortnite. It is just a fun weapon. It's a really, really fun weapon. Ever since it was added in Chapter 1, Season 8, the versatility was there. You can use it for different kinds of rotations. You can save yourself from fall damage. You can have some sick plays and beaming people out of the air, getting some headshots. It does like 180 to the head or something. You can shoot somebody with a shotgun, then boom, flint-knock pistol. Plus, you could have some really, really great plays if you're like sliding into somebody, bang, flint-knock over here, and then boom, hit him with a Ranger shotgun just a little bit. The flint-knock makes for some absolutely fantastic plays. This is one of the greatest weapons that has ever been added to Fortnite. I will die on that hill. It has been nothing but positivity ever since it came into the game, and every single time it does come back, people are happy to see it. It's a welcome addition. I'm convinced the flint-knock pistol has no haters, and I believe this should forever be in a Fortnite loot pool. All right, here's the one where I'm ready, where nobody's gonna agree with me on, okay? The Falcon Scout should stay in this game forever. The Falcon Scout was a blast to use. Look at this thing. Flying around, you can mark opponents, you can find out where they are. It's just so much fun, and the best thing about it is, this was literally one of the most fun items I have ever had playing this game. This and the Gravitron. The Gravitron is also on this list. I'll put it in right now. I'll say the Gravitron along with this should be in the game forever, but the Gravitron is not in creative mode. But the best thing about this thing was you could pick up teammates, you could fly them around, you could pick up enemy players, you could fly them around, you could drop them down from the sky. This is like an RCXD in COD, but way better. This is my favorite item that's ever been in Fortnite. I've never gotten tired of using it, and a lot of the highlights for Chapter 4 Season 1, guys, was the Shockwave Hammer for a lot of people. It was the Falcon Scout for me. This added so much joy into the game. I don't even care what else was in Chapter 4 Season 1. I could play with this thing all day, whether it's trolling my teammates, whether it's capturing enemies, whether it's actually using it tactically and spotting people, whether it's like just scoping the area, grabbing different kinds of loot. The versatility with this thing was on another level. I love this weapon. I love this item, whatever you want to call it. The Falcon Scout is actually my favorite thing that has ever been added to Fortnite. I know not a lot of people are going to agree with me on here, but I think this thing should stay in the loot pool forever. Moving on next, guys, I have the Harpoon gun, but it's not just the Harpoon gun. This is representing all fish. There is no reason why every single fish should not be in the loot pool. It doesn't clog the loot pool, and you have so many fun gimmicks that are within the fish. For example, the spicy fish, the thermal fish, the rift fish. You can think of so many different things. I say the shadow fish. You can have so many different fun mechanics through fishing. I don't understand why we just have floppers and slurp fish. It's just a completely missed opportunity in my opinion. Plus, with the Harpoon gun, the pro fishing rod, fishing just needs to be unvaulted in general. I would have put the mythic goldfish in here too, but the mythic goldfish absolutely needs to be in the game at all times. 1 in a million, guys. 1 in a million. I would spend all my time fishing in Chapter 2 trying to catch out mythic goldfish, but at the very, very least, guys, the Harpoon gun. You could fish easy with this thing. You could steal loot with this thing. You could have some great plays with people. You could build all the way up. You can jump and then bang, you hit somebody and then you take some fall damage over there. It's just really great. If you're really rocking it with your duo over here, you can harpoon somebody over there and boom, they hit them with the shotgun. The Harpoon gun is a great weapon. Plus, the trolling potential is just out of this world, by the way. Someone's trying to get that loot over there. Oh, nope, you're over here by me. Nope, you're over here by me. Nope, you're over here by me. The Harpoon gun was amazing. Didn't clog up the loot pool. It was in the fishing barrels. Same with the fishing rod and the pro fishing rod. They should forever be in Fortnite. Continuing on, guys. Why were these vaulted? Why were the Fireflies vaulted? If they're vaulted, you only find them every now and once in a blue moon completely. This was just around the map. It doesn't even clog the loot pool. I loved walking around, finding Fireflies. First of all, it was very, very pretty in a forest or something. It was really great to see. And then the best part about it was you could light things on fire. You could do damage to people. It just added another different thing to the game that you could do, which was lighting people on fire. Whether you want to light your teams on fire, whether you want to light builds on fire. Fireflies didn't hurt anything. Of course, the fire effects are often creative, but you get the point in what I'm saying. Fireflies did not hurt the game to be in. Fireflies deserve to be in the game. I don't know why Epic Games actually got rid of them. For real, I don't know why. Let's keep going over to the trap slot. Guys, I don't understand why the trap slot's not used in Fortnite. Even in Zero Build, I don't see an issue with the trap slot being used. First of all, I want to talk about bouncers, and I want to talk about traps. I have some poison dart traps in there for some reason, but I believe that both bouncers and spike traps should be staples in Fortnite. Yeah, I remember everyone crying because they didn't look up. Hang on, this is the average Fortnite player experience back in the day, and one of the reasons why traps got vaulted, and one of the reasons why I'm convinced that they never come back. Oh, here's a house. I'm gonna go loot it. No, I got hit by a trap because I didn't look up. Epic Games, nerf the traps. This is unfair. I should not have lost that much health to a spike trap. But to be honest with you, I was even okay when they did about 75 damage. But Think about all the cool plays. Think about the things that made OG Fortnite go viral. Cypher PK in his trap towers. You want to box somebody in, place a trap. I'm not that good at it, but you can put it boom, boom, and then sing, sing. It all looked really, really good. Once you got a trap kill, honestly, it was really rewarding. But the best part about it wasn't even that. Like, you don't even have to play build mode. Like I said, you could put it in a house. You could put it anywhere. You could make loot traps for new players, for bots. You could put a bunch of loot on the ground and then have a little house. What did they used to do? It was something like this, okay? I don't know how to do my edits over there. I actually never really learned how to do it. Was it like this? No, that's just the door. Was it like this? No, I don't know how they did that. Yeah, it was like that. So they'd have a bunch of like that, and then a spike trap on top with a little bit of a roof. Yeah, so you couldn't see it, and they drop a bunch of loot in there. It was so much fun. Traps just brought a really great thing to the game, a great mechanic, more things to do. Didn't clog up the loot pool at all. And bouncers, guys. This was awesome. This was really great, man. Whether you wanted to use it as a utility, you could bounce away from people. If you were in a build fight, you can bounce up from people. You can do a little bit more building over here like this. I'm not necessarily good at it. You can jump down with a little bit of a ramp. Now, this is a little bit more for build mode. But even if, I would be okay if they added them to zero build. Bouncers, spike traps should forever be part of the Fortnite loot pool, and I will stand on that. Next up, guys, we have the Boogie Bomb. There is not a lot to go in with this one. The Boogie Bomb is fun. The Boogie Bomb makes for some great memes. The Boogie Bomb is difficult to go up against. The Boogie Bomb can be quite rage-inducing, but when you think about OG Fortnite, you think about the Boogie Bomb. Do you remember the outrage when the Boogie Bomb first got vaulted? It was something so special in Fortnite. It's so iconic. I can't believe it ever got vaulted, and for that reason alone, I believe the Boogie Bomb is more iconic than the Scar, and it should stay in Fortnite. Now, guys, if you follow the channel, you would know that this is something that I have been talking about having in the Fortnite loot pool for good for a very long time, and that is armored walls. Armored walls are some of the most versatile, unique, fun things to ever be put in the loot pool. To make a wall out of nowhere that just takes forever to break is phenomenal. Whether you want to box up, you want to put armored walls all around you, and again, I still say put this in zero build too if you want to box yourself in a house. Whether you want to block somebody like what I always did with my friends, and I have tons of shorts on the channel, you can go check it out by the way, where I would go into the vault and then put a wall right there so nobody else can get in. It was really fun. These things were a blast. They were really cool to have in fights. You could box around yourself with a bunch of armored walls. You could res a teammate with it. You could heal up with the armored walls, and you never knew if somebody had a shockwave or a way to get through the armored walls because it wasn't always just a, was it 2,500 damage? Yeah, it was 2,500 damage to break it, and some things, sometimes some people had stuff to get through it immediately. It changed up the gameplay in a way that I've never seen before, and it's one of the reasons why Chapter 3 was so fun to me. The armored walls were an excellent addition, and I believe they should be in Fortnite permanently. So you know how at the beginning of the video, I talked about how I've always said the Chrome Splash should be a staple in Fortnite? Well, I was waiting to get to it. I would have talked about it first, but I was like, okay, you know what, I'll go in order on whatever I can find on the Fortnite island over here, but the Chrome Splash isn't in creative. I've been waiting to talk about the Chrome Splash this entire time, and I can't even show it off right here. So guys, you all know how the Chrome Splash works. You can splash yourself, you can make yourself a little goop and like blop around wherever you want on the map. But the most important thing and the most versatile thing that ever got into Fortnite was the Chrome Splash. If you used it over here, the wall would be covered in chrome, and then you could go through the wall. The change that this would happen in zero build, even in build mode, you could go through somebody's wall that's not yours instead of actually editing it, and it was a really unique and cool way to surprise people. And I could see not a lot of people holding these if they were staples in Fortnite, which would make using them that much more fun and that much more different, because people wouldn't expect you to just be able to go through a wall. You could throw it and go through a wall. Somebody wants to come out and over a wall along with you, you could wait on the other side and just shoot them. It just was one of those things that changed up the gameplay so much, and it was so balanced, just like the armored wall. And it's a shame that I can't show it to you right now, because it was really fun, the Chrome Splash. Plus, you could turn into a little blob of chrome and just dive and have a little boosts everywhere. I actually don't know if the chrome would have went through the armored walls. That would have been really nice to know. So two things that I believe should also be in the loot pool that aren't in creative mode are the Gravitron and the Chrome Splashes. I would put the Mythic Goldfish, but I refuse to hold that thing until I catch it naturally in hopes that Epic Games brings it back one day. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love that the Fortnite loot pool is forever changing. It's one of the things that make Fortnite so great, but I do also believe that there are specific things that Fortnite should just keep in the loot pool forever, and I don't think that would hurt. Change everything around the loot pool, and it's just a few things, to be honest with you. Most of the stuff I talked about didn't even clog up the loot pool, so let me know what you thought about everything down below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know if there's anything that you've always thought that should should be a staple in Fortnite. I would love to hear it from you in the comment section down below. Check out the one of the videos on screen right now. The one on the top, YouTube thinks you'll like the best, but the one below that is a fantastic tier list video that we've made. Thank you so much for watching the video, everybody. Take care.